respected chair of this occasion, President of Zaika Alumni Association, special guest Mr. Parad Hussain, Honorable Minister of Public Administration, and His Excellency Honorable Ambassador Mr. Yuama Kimiri, and another special guest, Country Director of JICA, Mr. Isu Busi, all alumni members, distinguished, dear audience, dear journalists. Thank you very much for inviting me in this special gathering. Actually, I was not aware Alumni Association is such a big organization, but though it is first time I is going to be held this kind of a ceremony, but it is a huge numbers of gathering have been arranged here. And I have seen that a lot of credible government officials have are the member of the Alumni Association of JICA. So anyway, in the starting of my speech, I want to remember our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, with humble respect and pray for his departed soul. As this country is the country, dream country of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, and whole life he has sacrificed for the people of this country, and after long fought, he lead the country for the independence. After independence, he started his journey to make this Bangladesh the poverty free, disparity free, and as a developed country. In his own language, it was a Sonar Bangla. But misfortunately, he was assassinated in the year 1975 after 3.5 years of his, he got the chance to run this country. So, in this status, I want to say something about the Japan. Actually, immediate after we have independent in the year 1971, 16 December. We make free the Pakistani soldier. But Japan have given us the recognition in the year 1972, 10 January. So it was a very remarkable and considered as a very prestigious for Bangladeshi national in the time. And beside them, Japan extended their wholehearted cooperation immediately after liberation for reconstruction of destructive country of Bangladesh. So from our born time, Japan engaged themselves and come forward, and they prove they are the trusty and the proven friend of Bangladesh. And as Japan is the Asian country, their country territory size is about more than double, close to double our country territory size, and population we have 170 million, and they have super I know 125 million. Our people's is the main food is that diet is rice, and Japan also I know I think it is true that Japan also their main food is the rice. So there is some similarity, and geological structure they have a lot of similarity of Bangladesh. So whenever they extended and come forward to join the reconstruction of Bangladesh and fulfill the dream of the father of the nation, they joined in the journey of the father of the nation. So it was easy for them, despite it many our friendly country of the whole world come forward, but Japan was actually the very right one, and anyway. So since our independence till today, in many where else, Japan contribution, cooperation, coordination, and know-how transfer and learning, many where else they have a lot of contribution. So we consider Japan as a friendly and a brotherly country. And even I go to the rural area, we always meet. Actually, friendship should be government to government, official to official, and peoples to peoples. If we can reach that level, then we can say this friendship is unthornable and it is a real bonding and it will continue. So in many areas, Japan have a many sorts of the support. Japan they have also suffered and they have faced lot of disgusting situation for reconstruction. Japan up to this phase. Actually, this level was not there in the year 1950 or 52. If I go to the scenario to know the actually what was the Japanese scenario. So, but they are the frontier force, frontier country, those who face all these actually challenges of natural and reconstruction of their country. So we have many things else to learn from them. This is why actually Japan, we have a lot of scope to learn a lot of things from the Japan. And this alumni association, I became to know this is the first time is holding. But as it is first time holding, but I mean that it is as our Honorable Minister, Mr. Farhad Hussain mentioned, the slogan, friendship, friendship for human development. So, friendship for human development, it is a very unique slogan. Definitely, I have to repeat it because the humanity is the last destination. Actually, in whole over the world, even we want to point out that Columbus, by accidentally, he have reached to the USA, America. His journey target was to reach in Asia, but he reached to the USA. But he didn't time. USA was the country of the wild people. Actually, the property level and all humanitarian opportunity, whatever they are now enjoying, it was not like that. So, but once these people, the peoples of USA or America, could scale up their position, today they are the leader of the world, number one leader of the world in terms of economy. So far I know that economy actually at this moment is about the $23 trillion and $28 trillion and China is the $23 trillion. Now they are the second, but Japan was the first, second, now they are the, but anyway, I want to mean, so all this development of USA and the rest of the world, present phase of the rest of the world, who made by people. We did not have nothing, we have created. So once they have created, and Japan could create it, why not Bangladesh? Japan was not miser. To know whatever know-how they have, they not been conserving it for themselves. They have also explored for ourselves. This is why I express my gratitude to the people of the Japan and the government of the Japan. So anyway, we have a lot of things to learn. I will actually call the attention of all the alumni members. So whatever you are learning, you have learned from the Japan through the JICA, and I think you have keep a lot of contribution for Bangladesh building up to this page. You see, I have to recall my memory, recall the history of Bangladesh. In the year 1972, what was our position? Huge food crisis and deficiencies of everything. Nothing was there. But now the scenario have been changed. And communication system is one of the fundamental. Our history of this Bangladesh, after ascension of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, 21 years was ruled by military ruler for their legacy. But what is the fate of this country? We had a huge food crisis, communication system was neglected, education rate was so low, and electricity coverage was only 10%, and health care was neglected for the rural people. many things else, whatever the fundamental requirement for the human being, it was neglected seriously. So after coming up in the power, the daughter of the father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, our present Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, she take the lead in the year 1996 when she came in the power. He have given the first, he has given the priority for the food to mitigate the food crisis. And within 3.5 years, Sheikh Hasina leadership could able to mitigate the food crisis. And this time she also taken the initiative of electricity, communication, and education, healthcare. And in healthcare, there is a one issue. I think I could point out because which have been recognized in the whole over by the international communities. It is the actually brainchild project of our Honorable Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina. That is community clinic. This community clinic for every 6,000 people, one community clinic have been set up, and which have given huge mileage at this moment in the recent COVID situation we face in the rural area. Because rural area, unless otherwise this community clinic, actually people could not get the any link of the healthcare. So why I'm mentioning all this, other the healthcare and agriculture and communication is the fundamental. Physical communication. So, as the local government minister, nowadays I can proudly could say that our all union communication with Upuzela and union to union 100% have been covered, which was less than 20%. But under the leadership of Sheikh Hasina, we have reached up, we could able to mitigate this problem. Village communication also is up, is more than 30% have been reached. And even if I like to say, I don't want to actually undermine anybody else in the world. That is, whenever 10 years, 20 years back, I visited Germany. I told my people, my friends, to bring me some village. Actually, then they told me actually village is very difficult, but there is some abandoned area where there is no communication system yet been established. And there's some communication system in whole over the USA, even today, I can claim that everywhere could not be reached. So our village connectivity also, but we are giving our wholehearted emphasis. Main issue I want to mention that where the Japan have everywhere they have a Japan contribution, and they cooperate with us. So one magic is that actually I was the standing committee chairman of Power and Energy. This time they completed the power master plan of the JICA have taken the responsibility to complete the master plan of power for Bangladesh, because we have a long-term perspective goal of 2041. Our country will be lived as a developed country. So once it is a developed country, so huge thing we have to mobilize, and huge issue we have to address, and huge industrialization, agriculture, modernization, education, and the internet connectivity. So everything has to be done. So once we do all these things, and our per capita income level targeted was $16,000. That is, once we have a $12,500, that I have to meet the parameter of $12,500 once I want to leave the country as a developed country. So, but our target is $16,000 in 2041. So once we want to scale up the country in the level of the developed country and the per capita income level $16,000. So how much electricity will be? Because huge industrialization is required, and with the aim of that, by this time our Honorable Prime Minister have able to connected all the houses, everybody is connected with the electricity. And there also Japan has a many participation. So whole country is now covered by electricity. Why this electricity is required? The agricultural modernization, and beside that, because we are a huge people. So our people, once we can link all the people with the productivity, and we make them value added in many ways. So then then we can actually our target as developed country. So our education system, all villages covered by the one minimum primary school, 100% enrollment, all everything have been actually with the target of the 2041, just to meet the demand of the peoples to hope to fulfill the dream. So anyway, actually we have a lot of hope and we have a lot of expectation, and we have a roadmap to fulfill the dream of the father of the nation and aspiration of the common people. So in everywhere Japan has a lot of competition, and there is it will be seems to be repetition, that is our metro rail and Jamuna Bridge. Actually, I want to actually recall this issue. That is, in the year 1973, when father of the nation Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman visited Japan, and Japan spontaneously they have offered to do the feasibility study for the Jamuna Bridge, which have been established, constructed later on. After the Didn't time actually Japan have from didn't time Japanese actually involvement in the cooperation field was very it was spontaneous. Anyway, I actually, if I don't like to say anything else, but because I want to conclude like this way. The members of the Alumni Association, those who have gathered here, are not gathered even after, but I believe this today's ceremony will give them the strength to continue this Alumni Association through the means of the ceremony or any way, and they, so that the big bonding will be developed between both the nation, and through this kinds of a strong tie, then our nation will Japan, as they have scaled up their position as a developed country and one of the very glorious country, magnificent country in the world. So Bangladesh will follow them, and Bangladesh peoples will be helpful, and the dream of father of the nation and the aspiration of the peoples will be fulfilled. So thank you very much. Thank you everybody. I hope that your program will be completed satisfactorily. Thank you very much.